Welcome to Spawn Respawn. I'm Dylan.
I'm Kat.
I'm Elliot.
And I'm Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, we just finished watching Bethesda's E3 Conference, and let's tell you guys, there's a whole bunch of shit to talk about. So Dylan, you want to start us off?
Yeah. Well, the first cab off the old shit rank here is Fallout 76. Welcome to Year 2, complete with a feature set that was, well, pretty much expected to be in the first release.
Year 1?
Yeah, it turns out, get this, there is now human NPCs.
And you know what else there is? Quest lines.
Quest lines.
Oh, damn.
Oh, Kat, next thing you're going to tell me is that there's actual conversation and dialogue trees.
Oh my god!
Oh, damn.
You mean
I'm
like
ex-
any other Fallout game ever, but...
Honestly,
Personally,
Yeah.
it is the one thing that may bring me back, bring me to this game, seeing as I've not even bothered to turn it on since buying it. It's the one thing that really worried me when we first heard about 76 was like, there's no NPCs, which is the most integral part of any Fallout game. Any Bethesda Game Studios game is the conversation, is the branching dialogue, is the branching quest
Look, they're
lines.
bringing it back around. They're just going to let you down so they can bring you back up later.
Because, I mean, isn't that the major point of their storytelling comes through the conversations and the characters that you meet? I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't play Fallout 76, so I'm not familiar with how they tell stories. But I think Mitch has played a fair bit of it, is that right?
I've played enough. I'm trying to think of how many hours I actually played into. I think it was...
Me playing none of it, I've probably played enough, but you
I think
guys...
it was like 46 hours.
Oh, nice, decent.
That's enough, that's fair.
So, I mean, there is quest lines. It's just given to you in the form of holotapes.
Yeah.
So literally, like, you'll go around and you'll just like realistically, the only NPCs you've come across are literally just like those.
Like the Winston dude or whatever his name was, the
Yeah,
flying
I'm trying to
robot
think of
thing.
his name. I
Like the
can't think of it
butler
right now.
from...
But anyway,
Yeah,
it kind of just give you holotapes. You just like slot it into your
I hate
Pip
that
Boy,
way.
and you get the quests that way. So
Yeah, right.
there's quests. It's just delivered in a really weird, odd way, and I can understand the way they've gone about it. Like you've just come out of the Fallout. Sorry, you've just come out of the vault. There's no one around because it's kind of like it's safe now to kind of finally go outside. It's the very first moment, so there's no one around. I think it's just maybe too different, and it's kind of...
No, I think it's just a cheap excuse, mate. Like,
But, yeah.
it's so integral and everyone wanted it and just been like, oh, we didn't put it in there. But like
Every other Fallout
everyone
game,
wanted it.
people
Yeah.
survived the
Yeah.
nuclear. Plus, okay.
But when one of those timelines though,
Nah, but the problem is, these people are like returning. Where are they coming back
They
from?
clearly were
Other
already
vaults?
out anyway.
Other vaults from other places? Like,
I don't.
Yeah,
I
they didn't
doubt
explain
that
it.
because none of them are in. Oh well, I don't actually doubt that at all. They may have taken off their gear, but I don't know. They may have come from other vaults.
Yeah, you'd
Like, I
expect
guess
you to
that's. I
change
assume
your
that's how
clothes.
it's gone down.
Yeah.
These people wouldn't have survived like those with all those atomic bombs. Are you kidding?
yeah, but some people did.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
but I thought that those people that did survive were
That's
turned
the
into
thing,
ghouls.
though.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
but-
argue the narrative points of Fallout 76.
Point
Yeah,
is,
sure.
they
It's
brought
from
back the
Bethesda.
features that everyone wanted the first
Very
time
true.
around.
And
Also-
they added some ones that we don't need. For example, a brand new
Battle
Battle
Royale.
Royale mode.
We need more
Yeah.
of those.
Another one. I mean, what are we up to now? Like, there's probably billions of them out there now. But, like, if you think of the other shit that's out there, like Blackout and PUBG and Fortnite and all this other crap.
Apex.
The last Apex, of course. The last thing that I think, personally, the last thing we needed was this. But I think Mitch would probably disagree with me there.
I think it's a fun, like, definitely, like, we've obviously, think of it this way. We've had first-person shooters come out for, like, ages now. You know, every time one comes out, people look at it and they go, oh, it looks like Call of Duty, like, or that one looks like Battlefield. And it's like, well, yeah, now we're kind of getting to, like, a new theme of Battle Royale games. It's like, another one comes out, it's like, oh, it's like PUBG, and that one's like, oh, Fortnite, you know? So it's,
Yeah, but-
it's new, it's fresh. That's what people want. We've been all this time. Every time a new Call of Duty comes out or a new Battlefield comes out, we're like, oh, it's kind of like, you know, it's different, but it's sort of similar to the old one, or it's got some new cool features in it. People are now kind of there's always been such a big focus on multiplayer in a lot of those games. So it's another competitive aspect to it, to multiplayer. It's a new kind of features, and then with Battle Royale being so new, they're kind of finding new ways to add more features
So
to it.
new.
And
Oh, off, Mitch. So new. It's been around for what, a year and a half or 2 years at
Like
this point, and it's
3
been done to
years,
f***ing
like-
death already.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of
But
Battle Royale.
It's like King of the Hill or Deathmatch. Like, to be honest, that shit was done to death. Like, pardon the pun. That shit was done way too much, but every game had it. And I don't know. I know it's a little bit different than, say, just like 4v4 multiplayer for something like Halo or Call of Duty, where it's just kills or it's capture the flag or it's King of the Hill. But I don't know. It's just played out, and like the combat in Fallout is fucking terrible. Why have a combat-focused game mode?
That's what I was thinking. It's more of an RPG than it is like a
Totally,
shooter.
totally.
And the thing is, like, the one thing I like about it though is the concept behind like you're trying to become the overseer.
Yeah,
it's like the
sure.
person who wins becomes the overseer.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
That
You
is
know what
kinda
else though? When they're just like, "Oh, we created Fallout 76, and it's the nicest community. Like, you don't kill other people.
That's
like,
a
you
lie.
help everyone out. You leave
Wait, have you
drink
seen
and
people
food
kill each
for
other
everyone."
in Fallout 76?
The point of my story was they come out being like, "Oh, that's the friendliest community.
Yeah.
You just like be friends with other people. There's no killing random people. So we're gonna add a battle royale mode in the friendliest game that we've created."
And they went on and on about community, and they had all of these interviews from the developers and whatnot. And like that does add an element of being like, oh, real people make these games with real personalities.
Yeah.
But I'm like, or they're just distracting away from the fact that they had fuck all to show in the Bethesda conference.
So what else we got?
What else we got? Well,
Something a whole lot better.
tell me more. Shinji Mikami, his studio Tango Gameworks, has got a new IP that's coming out. It's called Ghostwire Tokyo.
Dude, my hype is extreme. Of all the things that Bethesda showed, this is number one for me, by far.
Absolutely. In terms of like the presentation as well, the lovely lady who presented it definitely stole the show. What was her name again?
Ikumi Nakamura.
Ikumi Nakamura. Dude, as I said before, her Twitter must be blowing up right now. Everyone's like, she's the mascot for Bethesda at the moment.
She's the new Todd Howard.
Dude, she
And
was
she's
super cute.
Definitely Mitch's waifu.
100%. Like, I was gonna say a name, and because you're like, oh, you know, what's the name? I was gonna say it. And I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, so I'm gonna shut up.
You had the information that we needed.
Dude, this game, though, like everything about it, so hype. You got like all your demons and your Japanese spirits and stuff. You got Thanos snapping away half of Japan.
But it's kind of like
Shibu
a,
Inus.
what is a rapture story or something like that, where people just literally disappear and leaving their clothes behind. Like that's so
It
awesome.
looks wicked.
And like they said that there's going to be conspiracies and all kinds of different like occult sort of things going on in the background. These different groups. Like I'm super
Yeah,
interested in it.
you interact with people and you're like, is this supernatural or just a regular person?
Yeah,
like,
you've
oh
gotta
my
figure
god.
it out.
Oh, and this art
Also-
style looks incredible with the Japanese architecture and everything as well.
I'm in love. I'm so hyped for that. Like,
And the dude has a bow, so all about it.
And the Oni masks are there. Oh my god!
I really like-
floating people.
I really like the dudes with the like
And the ramen.
the ramen. I really like
That
the dudes with the
water.
glow in the dark, like the light up faces
Yeah.
and the circles with like
Yes.
the strips down them. Oh, they look so cool. And everything looked so good as well. Like,
Juicy as fuck.
do you reckon that's a next gen title?
Does it have a release date? I don't know.
No, it
Did you
didn't.
write that down?
Didn't have a release date.
Because apparently it's a bit of a swerve from the other stuff that Tango Gameworks has done. Because they've only really done The Evil Within and The Evil Within 2.
Yeah.
The Evil Within 2 was a surprise. Like I don't
really
know how
like
well
it,
it did
game.
financially, but it was an amazing game. It was really well done, and the horror it was incredible. The atmosphere that it built
It's
was very
actually next level. Like
It
I
is.
I would find myself like staying at a distance and seeing like on top of this hill, like there's like all these things like creeping around and lurking. I'm just going, when am I gonna
No.
finally get the courage to finally go up there and take them on? I don't know.
Never for me.
I'm definitely keen to see what happens with Ghostwire Tokyo. What do you reckon?
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
We okay?
I'm hyped.
Even if it is spooky, like
Yeah.
she said.
Oh yeah, but it's not a survival horror either.
spooky.
Yeah.
It's more
yeah.
like that thriller, spooky setup.
I think,
love
I
it.
think she said action as well. So
Action, right.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
So I mean, because
Mixy.
the thing is that like no one wants to play Evil Within 2, considering how fucking spooky it is. So
it's gonna be new.
yeah, it's very cool, very cool. But another thing that's coming up from Bethesda is the new Wolfenstein games.
Yeah.
What do you think of those, Elliot?
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in Youngblood. So, it's what's his name? What's his name from
BJ Blazkowicz.
BJ's daughters, twin daughters.
Yes.
In the 80s, I think that's kind of cool. Co-op vibe. Development being assisted by Arcane, who are like really the kings of immersive sims. So if it's got that kind of tactical gameplay mixed in with the awesome shooting of Wolfenstein. I think that could be really fun.
Yeah.
Especially with a friend. I think that just sounds awesome. So, and the aesthetic and the
80s
music.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
You know I
looks
love that
cool.
aesthetic.
I love the
Synthwave.
armor that they were wearing as well, and they were like,
Yeah, what the hell? It was
like
like,
it had scales on it.
yeah,
It
yeah.
looked super dope. The colors were nuts as well. It's always so visceral with the violence.
'Cause I
that
guess-
part was just like stabbing that dude like 6 times. That was gnarly.
Because I guess the technology in Wolfenstein, like the previous games, is already pretty advanced for
Their
when
time.
it's set. So it's like the 80s, and now there's these fucking scale armor things
2
happening.
decades
So.
after the last one.
Yeah, that's mad.
That is
And
full
BJ's still alive, apparently.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an old man. He's
Yeah.
stuck in Europe somewhere.
Oh,
in
right.
Nazi-occupied
Paris.
And Cyberpilot,
Wow.
guys, what'd you think?
Cyberpilot was super surprising. I mean, just the fact that it's a VR game, and I love the
Right.
idea of being a
Yeah.
hacker and hacking into their military tech to be able to use their own weapons against them to murder a whole bunch.
I think
of
it's a
those
really
Nazis.
smart way to do a VR game as well.
I
Not
think
like
so.
you have to pretend you're in there, but to utilize it in the way you're literally utilizing
You would
VR.
use
I
it,
loved
yeah.
it. Great
That
idea.
Is a super good point. Absolutely.
Did it say what platforms that's going to be on?
VR.
I imagine Quest.
Like Quest or Oculus Rift or
Probably all of them. I don't know. It's probably just show
PSVR?
up on with all the other VR games on
Yeah,
Steam. I don't
because
know.
usually like some things aren't on Quest if the Quest can't run it because it's a bit less powerful. But I'm interested to know if that will come out to PSVR.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
Well, guess we'll find out.
Looking
Yeah.
up Cyberpilot, the platform, the only one it has is Microsoft Windows. So
Yeah.
I kind
So
of love
it'd
the
be-
name as well, Cyberpilot.
It'd be Rift S and HTC or
Probably.
sickens.
We'll have to wait and see with that one. But
Yeah.
very exciting. I'm sure there'll be more news to come as we go. What about Elder Scrolls Online Dragonhold, though? I'm just going to try and finish what I'm saying without getting interrupted. Oh, God. All right. Well, maybe I could try one more time and I might be able to wait for the audience to shut up. I'm just going to keep talking. Yeah, so there was an amazing trailer from Elder Scrolls Online Dragonhold, a game that I'm never ever gonna fucking play.
no.
Ever. But God, I don't know, I just haven't really got into that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, holy crap, those dragons were kinda cool with that
Yeah,
Khajiit.
the
running
Khajiit
around,
looks
stabbing
cool.
stuff.
Dude got fucked up.
But can we actually have a real conversation about how no one could get through anything in this in this conference without someone wooing?
Sahan, the legendary Red Guard Swordmaster. He's back as the leader of the Dragon Guard, a group of Dragonhold.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like, to be honest, didn't make any sense. It literally made like just shut up. That's all I wanted them to do. I just wanted them to shut up the entire time they were just speaking.
Yeah.
Just let the man finish what he wants to say and move on, so that we get past this shitty segment.
I'm fully on board with the conspiracy that they were paid actors up there to woo.
Yeah, but did they woo during the Fallout bit? Because if
Yeah,
did
they
a bit.
did.
Yeah.
They wooed real hard during the
pres-
Fallout bit.
The presenter was too much of a softie to just like not just keep talking. Like he had to stop.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, that was a bit crazy, but yeah, tinfoil hat, definitely all about that conspiracy.
But it did look great. Have to give it props for that.
The
It
trailer
looked
did, yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We're looking at it right now.
But we all know the gameplay
Does
won't
not
look
match.
I mean, no
it's
game
probably
does.
great,
Well, I was
but
gonna say,
CG
hang on.
track.
doesn't
No-
look like the
yeah.
cinematic. That's for sure.
Oh no way! Yeah, looks great though.
It
Yeah.
does.
For a friggin' movie.
Also, one question I have is like that Draugr.
Oh, the big
character.
skeleton boy.
I wonder if that is like you were saying, like a new class, a new new
I could have
race.
sworn it is a new. Oh, hang on. I wouldn't quote me on it because
They
I
ma-
don't obviously play the game. I
they
haven't
probably
really
announced
followed
it.
anything. But I could have sworn it is a new class.
Yeah.
Or if it's not new right now, it's probably hasn't been. It hasn't been like released for too much. Like I guess.
Until maybe this expansion.
No, I meant
Or
like
you
backwards.
reckon
Like
it's already out?
it's been out for a little while
Ah.
now. Is what I was trying to get to. I just couldn't get the words out.
Okay.
That's okay. Words are hard.
And then
Words are
Knight
hard.
Rider.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I thought. Especially with all the fire around him, I was like,
Who plays?
Nicolas
Nicky,
Cage.
Nicky boy.
Well, I think it's safe to say that none of us are going to play the old Elder Scrolls Online Dragonhold. But what does look interesting is the new game from Arcane Leon, which is
Ooh, yeah.
Deathloop. Yeah.
Dude, that looked great.
It
What a
does. It's-
absolute mind.
I mean, there's no gameplay footage, so we don't actually know what it looks like.
It's true, but it's all based around this mysterious island known as Black Reef, where, I mean, there must be two opposing factions, one of which is trying to continue this time loop where the other is trying to break it. And I guess they're both represented by these two different assassins, these master assassins, like the dude and the
boy
lady.
assassin and girl assassin.
Oh,
she
the
was-
boy and the girl.
He
There you
was
go.
like, I can't escape, and she was like,
We're free.
She's like,
Yeah,
"This is our prison.
yeah.
This is our freedom."
yeah.
And they're diametrically opposed.
And I think we know, like,
Characters.
if it's anything, again, like Dishonored, we know it's going to be that immersive sim, creative, first person, like,
Pathfinding
tactical.
sort of
Yeah,
They
like,
had some cool abilities and stuff as well that they showed off during
yeah,
the
the
cinematic.
wall running and the teleporting and
now,
all that jazz.
do you foresee that being like a single player campaign where you can play either side, or a strictly multiplayer game, one-on-one?
I kind of see it as being like a multiplayer game.
Yeah. But they're
Really?
so not known for their multiplayer games. I think it's probably going to have a story, but
There'll probably be an
hard-
option for multiplayer as well
they
at
did
some
say
point.
What
that,
if
but I
it's
think-
like Dark Soulsy? Like you play as like whichever side, but because there's the teleporty ability, random people can come in as the other faction and be like, "I'm gonna get ya!"
Oh man, that could be gnarly. I doubt it. But
I
that
doubt
could
it,
be freaking
but-
gnarly. We're
Hot
just
take
making up
for you.
shit now.
That's
No,
what
they
we're
said
here
it
for.
would
the fun.
combine in the conference. They said it would have a mind-bending story with meticulously designed levels that
Yeah.
Arcane are known for.
yeah, that's cool.
I want to see more about it, but the thing is, it did exactly what it was meant to do, which is make us curious.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
us think, hey, I want to see more about that.
Good
But
job.
If I see one more fucking CG trailer, I'm going to lose my mind. Because
There's been a lot
Dylan, you're
of
gonna
them,
lose your
yeah.
mind over the next couple of days.
Yep, yes I am.
What's next on the chopping block?
Next on the chopping block.
Is the Orion? I believe I said that right. Orion. Like Bethesda's like news streaming, like iCloud.
Yeah.
iCloud.
Oh
Cloud.
no!
The new,
I
the
said the word cloud.
new cloud optimization technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you build
really
it into
cool.
your game engine, or they're using their SDK. You build
Yeah.
it into your engine, and it helps you friggin' stream
And it works
games
with
better.
any engine, they were saying as well.
Yeah, they did.
So
Yeah.
that's cool.
They said a 20% increase in speed per frame.
Per frame.
Per frame. That's crazy.
Dude, lots of cloud stuff coming out.
Heaps of cloud.
I mean,
shit.
doesn't that still add up to 20% increase?
Per frame.
Why else would they say per frame?
Dude, yeah, it clearly, obviously is much better than a
And-
regular flat 20.
And what do they say as well? Like 40% like less bandwidth as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they
true.
did say that.
Kind of made it sound like if you're on a 3G connection in the middle of the desert, you'd be able to stream 4K 60 frames per second.
Yeah, they were like if you're not near a data center, but I think they mean something more like you're 12 blocks away as opposed to us where you're like
Yeah.
200 blocks away.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, we're gonna need it. It's people like us in Australia with shitty internet connections, so
Oh,
they're
God,
gonna
yeah.
need this Orion technology. But it's interesting
mean-
that Bethesda are developing
Yeah.
this. Like, they don't seem like a technology company.
I mean, ZeniMax like are a huge company, and they
Yeah, you're
own
right.
Bethesda
You're very right.
software.
Ah,
yeah.
right,
Well,
okay.
yeah, Bethesda software.
well, that's fair.
Yeah,
You're very
make
right.
that money.
They're getting deep in the cloud side of things.
Nice, nice.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool to, I guess, support, and they did name drop both Stadia and xCloud, so
They
that's
did.
cool. Because obviously, Microsoft have already had their conference, so you know they're allowed to. Well, I mean, we all knew about xCloud anyway, but they're allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty cool.
awesome. Yeah.
I like it.
That's right. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see when it comes to the proliferation of game streaming. But there was clearly a huge focus in this entire presentation on Doom. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
They spent the most gameplay time with Doom.
Yeah,
Doom
it's the
Eternal-
flagship game of the year, like game of 2019 for Bethesda for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what? It looks
It looks so good.
amazing.
I absolutely love like the spinning guns, like that really old aesthetic,
Yeah.
like but brought to modern times. I love it.
It was
oh
like
my
a
God.
plasma
yeah.
minigun.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
Dude, and you get the shoulder-mounted weapons as
Oh.
well. That looks sick. And then you've got the ability to go to heaven and hell, apparently.
And
What the-
right at the end, like pulling out the BFG, and
Oh,
just as it's
smooth.
about to fire, it just ends the trailer. That was insane.
Absolutely nuts.
Because last year I think it was like that huge glowing sword,
Yeah.
like energy sword thing that he like pulled out and went to attack with it.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
that ended the trailer. So this is kind of like going on from that. Huge weapon. We don't get to see it in action. It's just a huge tease.
Good way
Did
to
that
go.
have a release date? That would have to.
November, wasn't it?
Yeah, was it?
22nd?
Probably find out.
It was November 22nd.
Wait, I have it written down. It is November 22nd.
The battle mode looked insane.
Battle
Having-
mode's interesting.
What do you call it? The asymmetric multiplayer?
Yeah.
Where you've got
It
the
was
two
two
demons.
demons.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2v1.
Versus one Doomslayer. And there's, was it like multipliers and shit that were in there as well? Like,
So-
you jump in there and spawn other demons?
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can. So the idea of the demons is you're meant to obviously be strategic with it. I'm going to assume then that means that the Slayer has obviously got a lot of power behind him. Then, so in order to be able to beat the Slayer, then you need to be able to think about how you can kind of get advantage over them.
So strategy
Overwhelm them.
versus course.
Yeah, and then once you're able to do that, you should be able to kill the Slayer. Otherwise, with obviously these giant ass guns that he has, and the capability of him moving around and shit, he's gonna kill you both, and that's gonna be the freaking end of it.
Well, because there was multiplayer in the original Doom 2016 release, but like it wasn't.
I think there's a lot of focus to it.
Yeah,
I think
not a lot of hype either. So
I think that's because I mean Doom's always been like a single player game. It's cool that they've been able to come up with such a creative idea and kind of slot that in there.
And it looks like something that's not going to be riddled with microtransactions, but I guess we'll see.
yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. I want to play that shit. I want to jump through slip gates and murder a whole horde of freaking demons from hell.
Executions as well.
Yeah, that
Like,
big
ugh.
gameplay section where they're like switching out weapons and like
Yeah.
just doing like brutal takedown after brutal takedown, and like just the flow of combat is so smooth and it looks so nice, like just super buttery smooth frame
Yeah,
rate. It
yeah.
looks amazing.
And they
So
did
good.
show off the streaming with Doom 2016 as well. For
Yeah,
that,
it's hard
run
to-
stuff.
Yeah.
But
It's
it was
hard-
out of focus. I was kind of like, bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, not really. I mean,
She's
what would
just
I know,
clicking
but
buttons.
but
To
I
be-
We've got faith.
The
Like,
fact that it
we're
was
gonna
out-
have faith.
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, I think they probably saw that Stadia was like super laggy when they first showed off Stadia earlier in the year, specifically with Doom, and they were like, well, at least we've got our own like proprietary thing to like give to Google and be like, here you go, this is going to make it less laggy so people can actually play our fast-paced games.
They had to do it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Other than that, I mean, we did get a Rage 2 expansion.
Rise of the Ghosts.
Rise of the Ghosts. You're on it. Looks
What is that? What
pretty
it's
cool.
called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the trailer was amazing. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah,
And
it was
I
great.
kind of forgot that Rage 2, had been released. But the trailer that was like All in the Family or whatever it was, like that.
That was funny.
Family
yeah.
Matters sort of
Family
like
Matters, yeah.
It was
intro
really
to
good.
it. It was
That
cool.
was hilarious. And then there was the Spooky Boys who like to eat people.
And flesh, yeah. They haven't had flesh for some time.
Some flesh. Yeah, need that flesh. I mean, it was cool. New vehicles, new guns, and an expansion for a game that came out a few weeks ago. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my problem with that game is like, stop bringing out live services in single player games. Like Assassin's Creed. Why?
yeah.
Why make a single player game a live service?
Just finish it.
Yeah.
Just want to milk money out of your customers. That is the only reason. It's fucking true.
Yeah.
Like it cannot be for any other reason
Well,
except to be like, oh, keep playing our game and keep giving us money for microtransactions.
Compare it like to like Assassin's Creed games that they've come out over time. Like this one has been like the most like heavy in terms of microtransactions. In terms
Oh
of
yeah, you can
like-
get fucking XP boosters. It's like what?
literally.
It's an RPG. like ugh.
Rage 2 literally came out less than a month ago.
14th of
It's-
May,
yeah.
same day as
That's
Plague Tale. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah. But let's in terms of the conference as a whole, there were some things that we did not talk about, and we didn't
Sure.
talk about them for reasons specifically related to what you were just mentioning there. We didn't
Trash
talk about
tier.
yeah, we didn't talk about the trash tier Elder Scrolls Legends or freaking Elder
Blades.
Scrolls Blades.
Blades.
Commander
Switch.
fucking Keen.
Yeah,
Dude,
Commander Keen.
This
Commander
mobile
Keen just
stuff
got
is a disease.
butchered.
It is a fucking disease, and it just keeps coming. And they just think, oh, they'll buy it. Why? Do you not have phones?
Do you not have phone? I can. Don't even get me started.
They said there was at least I think over 150 million players that have got like Fallout Shelter.
Yeah, Fallout Shelter was
Shelter's
actually a
different.
decent game too,
Yeah.
but These
it's different
are
because it's actually got some quality in there, like just
Yeah,
a smidgen,
right.
compared to all the rest.
Blades is trash. It is.
And then-
You have to wait like hours to open loot boxes. Or
Download it over
pay.
E3 though to get some exclusive loot.
Oh,
Can
don't
we-
worry, because when you buy it oh no, it's free to play on the Switch. But when you get it on the Switch, you can transfer your progress from your phone. It's like, who cares? And there's a new jewelry system. I do not.
Look,
Any
until they
jewelries?
start making mobile games, they aren't like mobile games. Like you don't look at it and go, "Oh, that's a mobile game." It's not going to be any different.
Yeah, like a premium price. I'll pay to play a mobile game if it's a good game.
You know what game you can pay to play on mobile? Stardew Valley. There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. I don't.
Mobile game is going to change when we officially get stuff like Stadia and xCloud, where we can actually play that stuff in our
Oh,
phone.
Yeah.
True.
But at this point in time, like, I don't ever see myself getting heavily invested into a phone game.
I own
No,
like
no,
two.
I
I
can't
kind
be
of
bothered.
think that they should be banned from E3 because I'm like, I don't want to waste time at these massive conferences just to talk about shit for a phone. Like that can be a direct release, you know.
That's
you can
what-
hear that
yeah.
on YouTube or something like that, or an
That's
ad
why
will
I'm
pop up.
glad, for one, Microsoft didn't talk about any mobile games.
Good.
Not that they really make any, but also like the Pokemon like Sleep and Pokemon Home and stuff. That was like a separate thing in its own direct
Yeah.
a week ago, unrelated to E3. That
They did it right.
they did it right. Like
Bethesda
keep
did it
that
wrong.
shit away from E3. No one gives a fuck about mobile games. Not
Basically
a
what-
single person in that theater gives a shit about those games.
You don't take an original IP like Commander Keen, that was one of the
Oh.
first action games ever released by Bethesda, and pretty much one of the first games that was, you know, regularly shared, right? And then turn it into some bullshit freemium thing for your phone,
Ugh.
where it's not even the original gameplay, it's nothing to do with the original game, but it's like, oh, we're rebranding it as a Saturday morning cartoon style, where you can just pay to win.
If I was Jim Sterling, I'd be making like a rant video that goes for 10 minutes about
Commander
that
Keen.
game. Yeah, but I can't rant for 10 minutes about Commander Keen.
You could.
I might try tomorrow. I've got to make some videos tomorrow anyway, so maybe I'll get on that.
Oh man, well that was the Bethesda E3 conference for 2019, huh?
Do you want to all give it a rating out of 10?
A rating out of 10. I'd probably rate it
I feel like I
6.
want
4
to.
bananas out of 10.
Yeah, I feel like I'm either at a 6 or a 7. Probably leaning to more 6
Yeah.
out of 10 for that one.
6.
I'm
There
getting
was some really good things about it. Like obviously Doom was one of the big things for it.
Cool,
I
Wolfenstein, right.
for me, yeah, obviously Wolfenstein as well. For me, I'll say this: Fallout 76 looks like I might get back into it with obviously the new features to it. So I'm gonna give the Battle Royale mode a try because it comes out tomorrow, and just see how it is.
I think I may try Fallout 76 now. There are NPCs,
End quest.
but I think Arcane, Machine Games, and id are carrying Bethesda
Yep.
as a publisher.
Yep.
Something fierce. Like the last 2 years, two of their biggest games, or I guess, and Rage, are Wolfenstein and Doom.
Yeah.
So Wolfenstein and Doom are essentially carrying this whole publisher. I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
I'm gonna give it a hot 6, just because I'm so hyped for Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
fair.
It's just-
that's your.
That's my fucking jam. So like my hype is through the roof, and also I was like the Deathloop stuff really cool as well.
True, yeah.
But it was CG trailers.
It's true, but
I dig
you
a
know me,
CG
like I
trailer.
personally went into the Bethesda conference knowing I don't give a shit about Fallout 76. I don't care about Elder Scrolls or anything like that. So, you know, I had no expectations. So I came out feeling better than I thought I would because there was stuff that I cared about. So 6 for me.
Nice.
Alright, I'm changing mine to 4.5.
Ooh.
Mainly because what docks it is all that freemium mobile bullshit.
Fair,
That's what I
yeah,
think so
yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
But I'm giving the extra 0.5 mainly for the hype that I feel for Ghostwire.
Yeah.
Because Shinji Mikami's my boy. But anyway.
Sick.
Easy.
Sick. Well, that's it. That's it.
That's
and that's
it.
the first video from Spawn Respawn.
Awesome. So let us know what you rate Bethesda's conference out of 10 in the comments below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to Spawn Respawn.
We've got heaps of other E3 content coming up over the next couple of days, so keep it right here on Spawn Respawn for all your latest gaming news.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.
Bye.